Yeah, it was, and it was obviously he'd lost in 4 Grand Slam finals before that, so it was really working so hard to try and get over the line, and for him to be in the final against Djokovic and was up 2 sets to love. Djokovic got back to 2 sets all, and then it just boils down to 1 set. I think it showed Murray's not only his amazing ability, but I think his mental strength and his belief to finally get that slam under his belt, and then he was obviously able to go on and build from it. And I think those experiences are what really motivates him. With the hip injury he's had, he's been out of the game for a large part of the last 5 years, but now he's seems like he's got that fitness back and building with the tournament play and getting his ranking moving in the right direction. So from what I've seen, there's no doubt that I think he can get back into the top 30, top 20 in the game, and definitely look to have a deep run in a Grand Slam again.
As a fan of his, I certainly hope so. But he's been an extraordinary spokesperson for the sport.
Yeah.
I think, as well.
And I think you have to reflect on the era that he's played in, the competition that he's been up against. When you think of Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic, they've won 63 slams between them. I think it's a phenomenal effort that Murray was able to win 3 slams, 2 Olympic golds and the Olympics. So phenomenal career. But I'd like to think there's still more that he can achieve in the next few years.
I certainly hope so as well.
And that win and what it did for British tennis.
Well, I remember I was at home in London watching it on TV, staying up way too late to watch him win US Open, and it was just such a great year for him because he'd come off the back of the Olympics, the final of Wimbledon where he didn't get over the line, to then come through at the US Open just a couple of months later was massive, and then it sort of gave him that boost and the belief to finally win at Wimbledon as well. So I feel like it's just so cool to still see him playing out there, still enjoying his tennis and hopefully staying super healthy. That's my goal for him.
Yeah, well, his health has also been a big issue over the last few years, and maybe sooner rather than later.
I wouldn't say so. I think Andy's going to let us know whenever he wants to stop. He's worked so hard to be back on the court now that I can't imagine that the end is near, because he's put in so much graft, so much hard work to even be playing competitively that I'm sure he wants it to go on for as long as possible.
And it sounds almost ridiculous to say, but what to British tennis?
Oh, well, I mean, the legacy for British tennis is huge. No one's had the results that he's had over the years. No one's inspired as many people as he has to pick up a racket, to want to compete at Wimbledon. And not only that, I think he's made people in the UK especially realise that tennis isn't just a 2-week sport. And they've watched him at the Australian Open in so many finals, at the US Open, at the Olympics. And it's just given people way more of awareness of how long the tennis season is, how much competitive tennis there is out there, and hopefully he can continue to keep that going, because I can't imagine him not playing.
And here at Wimbledon, there's for many